This also has a lot to do with money. $4 billion wasted with people stuck in traffic. We just saw a report from Richard Haas that in the next few years, we will lose up to 1% of America's gross domestic product based on our shortcomings in infrastructure. This is a safety issue, but this is a money issue, too.
It's a safety issue. It's an economic competitiveness issue. It's a quality of life issue. There's no question, Joe. We're just big-headed and not willing to invest. We should be investing in our infrastructure. It's also a great producer of those middle-class jobs that politicians talk about all the time. But the bottom line is, how many tragedies do we have to go through? And what will happen is for 2 weeks, everyone will say, oh, we've got to do something about our infrastructure. And then we'll move on and forget about it.
So what happened with the stimulus bill? I mean, did we spend money? We spent a hell of a lot of money on the stimulus package. Did that go towards infrastructure? Any of it?
Not enough. Jim Inhofe and Barbara Boxer, who don't agree that today is Wednesday, both agreed that more of the stimulus bill should have been dedicated to infrastructure. It was about $70 billion out of 870. There were $350 billion of tax cuts that, as far as I can tell, got almost no Republican votes. It was put in to attract Republican votes and really didn't do a whole lot. Boxer and Inhofe tried to get legislation to triple the amount of infrastructure and stimulus, and they didn't do it. But the problem with doing stimulus infrastructure, Joe, is it's a quick shot in the arm. And what we need is a 10, 15-year, long-term, well-thought-out program.
The investment bank that you always talk about.
This accident in Philadelphia is the 9th derailment so far this year for Amtrak. That is the same number as 2013 and 2014 combined. And just 2 months ago, the U.S. House approved $1.4 billion a year in funding for Amtrak. By comparison, just to give you a little bit of a sense of perspective here, by comparison, China will spend nearly $130 billion per year on its rail system.
Just stop right there, because a lot of times this argument is about, people say, oh, well, that's tax subsidies for a program that can't work. Well, actually, ridership on Amtrak is up. But this is about investment in the economy. This is investment in the infrastructure. This is investment
in our future.
In our economic future. If you don't care about anything else, this is an economic investment.